How you guys doing today? I'm going to talk about a couple of things. First topic is going to be the name of my training group, Bamboo Spirit. And the second topic is working on your weaknesses. Okay, so where does the name Bamboo Spirit come from? Um, it's based on the plant in Asia, bamboo. And bamboo is very well known for being a flexible plant. And what I like about bamboo is that it's able to bend with the wind instead of snapping like oak trees do. You have an oak tree over there. And under strong winds, oak trees can snap under pressure. With bamboo, not so much. You can bend with the wind. So what I try to teach is to give my students the spirit of bamboo by teaching them how to go with the flow, bending with the wind, bend with the pressure, and not snap under pressure. So that's the idea behind the flow drills, and I teach in Bamboo Spirit is to teach them how to physically go with the flow so they can get the mental flow as well. We can sit and talk all day about the flow and bending with the wind, but I think unless you experience it physically, it's hard to understand the mental and emotional part of going with the flow and bending with the wind and having the spirit of bamboo. So that's the genesis of the Bamboo Spirit name. All right, so that goes hand in hand with working on your weaknesses. If all you do is right hand material, if all you do is work with your right hand and you neglect your left hand, you're not really bending with the wind or having the spirit of bamboo, are you? Because if you hurt your right hand, what are you going to do with the weak left hand? So what I like to teach is spend equal amount of time between the right hand and the left hand. The idea being is you want to work on the weak parts of your game. If you spend all your time doing something that you're comfortable with, how are you really going to grow as a martial artist? The greatest growth comes from working on your weaknesses. And for many of us who are right hand dominant, working with your left hand often serves to enhance our growth in the martial arts, expand our horizons. So working on your weaknesses is the big message here. It's not merely just working with your left hand. It's much more than that. It's working on your weaknesses. And in that way, you can grow as a martial artist, as a person. And if you can apply that to life in general, instead of being stuck in a comfort zone and doing things that you've always done. So if you've done crossword puzzles for 30 years, why not step out of your comfort zone and do something else entirely? That's the meaning of, for me, of working on your left hand, is stepping out of your comfort zone, bending with the wind, and being like bamboo, having the spirit of bamboo. All right. So, as you know, as many of you know, one of my weaknesses has always been my hearing. I was born deaf due to the fact that I was a rubella baby and had more or less the same amount of hearing loss until about 2012 when my hearing took a turn for the worse. And long story short, I had to have cochlear implant surgery and very different sound. It's taken me a while to get to this point of recognizing the sounds with cochlear implants versus hearing aids. So one of my weak points is being able to recognize speech without lip reading because I'm so heavily dependent on lip reading. So I've had to get out of my comfort zone and try to listen to podcasts, for example, without lip reading. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm working on it. Okay? But I'm embracing the challenge of working on my weakness of being able to hear without lip reading. And I think everybody should do the same, whether it's martial arts, life in general, work, relationships. Work on your weaknesses. Get out of your comfort zone. Bend with the wind. That's my message for the day. Okay, now, if there are any topics or techniques that you would like me to cover in future videos, please put them in the comment box below. Every once in a while, I might have a few philosophical type videos like this, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Okay, those are my thoughts for the day. And now I got to get back to my coffee. Have a great day. Thank you for popping in.